What's going on, Packers Nation? Victor here, and today's video is one of those that real fans love, because this is where championships are built. Not on headlines, not on blockbuster signings, but on depth, development, and smart roster decisions. The Green Bay Packers just signed 16 players to reserve future contracts. And if you think this is just offseason noise, think again. Because some of these guys have a very real path to the 53-man roster in 2026. So today, we're breaking down who actually has a shot, where the roster is thin, and which names Packers fans need to remember going into training camp. And before we dive in, if you love deep Packers coverage, hit that like button, subscribe, and help us reach this incredible goal of 1,000 subscribers. Let's get into it. What reserve future deals really mean? First things first, let's set the table. Reserve future contracts are basically minimum deals, usually given to former practice squad players, developmental prospects, or guys the coaching staff wants to get an extended look at in the offseason. But don't get it twisted. Some of the Packers' best depth players over the years started exactly this way. And this year, with cap decisions looming and free agents possibly walking, opportunity is wide open. Linebacker, Juwan Johnson, the real deal. Let's start with the name that matters most, Juwan Johnson. Out of all 16 players, he is by far the most likely to make the 2026 roster. Why? Because the Packers told us how much they liked him before he ever played a snap. Johnson was one of the highest-paid, undrafted free agents the Packers signed in 2025, with $115,000 guaranteed. That's more guaranteed money than some 7th-round draft picks got. That tells you this wasn't a flyer, this was a plan. Now add roster context. Quay Walker is likely gone in free agency. Isaiah McDuffie slides to Mike Tyron, Hopper moves to Sam. Edgerrin Cooper is locked in at WILL. The Packers usually carry 5 linebackers. Do the math. Johnson was elevated in weeks 12, 13, and 18. Played 67 defensive snaps, 25 special team snaps. That's trust. Unless the Packers draft a linebacker early, Juwan Johnson is on my projected 53-man roster. Running back room, opportunity is real. Now let's talk running backs because this room is wide open. Right now, only 2 backs are under contract. Josh Jacobs, Marshawn Lloyd. That's it. Emmanuel Wilson and Chris Brooks are restricted free agents, and realistically, they won't be tendered. They'll hit unrestricted free agency, and there's no guarantee they return. That opens the door for Pierre Strong Jr. and Damian Martinez. Strong, former 4th-round pick, signed after an injury settlement with Cleveland, elevated multiple times during the season. Never played a snap, but was trusted on game days. That matters. Damian Martinez. This is the sleeper. He was graded as a borderline top 100 talent in the 2025 draft, and somehow fell to the 7th round. That's value. If one of these guys flashes in camp, don't be shocked if they're RB3 or RB4 next season. Offensive line. Brant Banks has a shot. Now let's talk offensive line, because things could get messy here. Elgton Jenkins, possible cap casualty. Rasheed Walker, Sean Rhyan, Darian Kinnard, Lasada Smith, all free agents. That's a lot of uncertainty. Enter Brant Banks. The Packers have clearly kept him around for a reason. Signed as an undrafted rookie. Brief stint on the Titans' 53-man roster, elevated for Week 2 against Dallas. Yes, he had a rough moment that led to a blocked extra point. But guess what? Offensive linemen develop, and the Packers are one of the best OL development teams in football. Banks isn't a lock, but depth matters, and he's absolutely in the mix. Kicker watch. Lucas Havrisik. Yes, we're talking kicker. And yes, Brandon McManus is not untouchable. Lucas Havrisik came in and was perfect in his first 2 games, hit a Packers record-breaking field goal. Then he missed 2 extra points against the Giants, and that was basically it. But let's be honest, kickers are volatile. Camp competitions are real, and the Packers love cheap, controllable options. If McManus struggles or the Packers move on financially, Havrisik is a name to watch. Packers fans, this matters. This is the part of the offseason where smart teams separate themselves. The Packers aren't just signing bodies, they're building competition, depth, and insurance. Some of these guys, they'll be gone by August. But a few, they'll be contributors in 2026. Now I want to hear from you, Packers Nation. Drop a comment. Which future player are you most excited about, and who do you think actually makes the 53? If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button. Subscribe to Packers Nation Report, and help us hit this massive goal of 1,000 subscribers. This is Victor, and as always, go Pack Go.